Okay, GM 5:58 a.m. on July 25th. Just gonna go over what I'm watching here. This is USD CAD. Let's delete this old fib tool. Okay, so we're running up here. Why am I looking at this? Go to the 1 hour. Let's delete all of these object lists. Just gonna delete all this shit. Lots of watching and no trades there. Okay, so here's the 1 hour, very extended. I think we're up at some levels of resistance. Just not my oh, so we flip that. Not the key thing I'm looking for, but just interesting. Interesting. We get anything back here? Let's go to the 4 hour. So, yeah, so there's a peak there. Let's go to the daily. Okay, so we're in this area where there's been lots of activity, very extended. So back to the 1 minute, back to what I'm watching, extended. This is our trend thereabouts. This is kind of becoming an area, a zone of interaction, I like to call it. And here, okay, so basically what I want to see is price comes here, makes a lower high, very good, breaks down, and comes back and tests this. And the way I measure that out is with the Fibonacci tool. For now, I'll go from here because I don't have another reversal point, and I'll pull it here so that the 50 mark lines up with all of these resistance, support, support, support. And if we break down here, come back, test here, I'll enter a sell here. Without question. This would be a perfect strategy, perfect setup, and it's what I'm waiting for. Ideally, we come in here, put a lower high, then break down, and then I will actually put my top here, or wherever it reverses from. And then this would come up to about there. Sometimes I'll still use the real peak there and keep that. But basically, I line up my 50 retracement with the zone of interaction and come down here. So this is what I'm watching for this morning. The 25th of July, 2024. Crazy. Where does time go? Okay, we're back. I'll be back if this sets up. Okay, we're back. Breaking down here now. It's a little tighter than I would like, especially with bullish news coming out. GDP was up, and jobless claims were down. GDP up 0.8%. Jobless claims down 2K. Bullish, bullish. Would have much, much rather seen it break a little further. I'd ideally come off here and we have a strong breakdown to here. Might still give us that, maybe. I really want to see it cascading down and not stepping down. Can't really describe it. This is kind of a step down slowly. So this is okay that it went up if it comes real hard again. would be great. Did get that lower high here. Again, kind of hoping it would come up a little bit more, but still looking pretty good here for this July 25th, 2024. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Another possibility that we sometimes see here is this could work because my stop will be up here, but it drags out and you're in massive drawdown, then comes down, then does your lower, your retest. So because this is not a super strong break, if it starts coming back up from here, I think I will leave it and see if we actually get a lower high here first, then down, then the retest, which would put me to not my trading hours. Not the worst happens. I would prefer to catch the tail end of the setup and not sit through a whole day of drawdown. But here we go. Might come down now. Certainly looks like it wants to. Come on, baby. Comes down to here. Like it quite a bit more for here for retest entry. And if I am measuring from here, we're probably already pretty close to it. Feels a little tight. A little tight. Could go right through and stop me out. Could come up, like I said, do some lower highs and then come down. Not too crazy about that. I'm going to keep my measurement off here. Wait for that strong break. Confirmation. Now I know we're extended super high here on the 1 hour, but bullish news, strong. We should keep going. As you can see here, it was a strong break, kept going. So, gotta be flexible. Okay, here we go. Starting to break this. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, we got a strong enough break here. I'm not sure it's going to start coming up from here or not. Oh, she wants to go further down. That's fine with me. Sometimes, as you can see there, I moved this back up a bit. The 50 can be a little higher than the zone of interaction. But again, this is really the ideal. If you can hit, and especially if the 200 moving average comes right there, hit, looking for a strong short. There she goes, keeps going. Beauty. Liking it now. So once it starts retracing up, I'll set my orders. Sometimes you have to delete them and redo this. For example, if it keeps going. But we'll see. Now I'll just wait for it to start going up. I use this tool, the risk calculator. It's fantastic. $10 a month, worth every penny. Very simple. You can do market buys, which I don't do. Market sells, I also don't do. Pending buys and sells, and then execute here. There's other features that I have not looked at. You can set your fixed risk to reward, your what you want to risk right here. So I got cash risk, 20% risk. Anyways, let's see what happens. Let's see if we got a trade this morning. I got things to do on the farm. Uh, but this is more important. Okay, are we coming back now? Let's start setting this. So here, click it twice for sell limit. Here we go. Kind of like that line. We'll put it above this peak. That wick kind of throws me a little bit. If I go here, oops, now that line's moving. Damn it. I look for 1 to 2, although my strategy often will play out further. So I've been playing with the idea of taking it to 2.5. So 1 to 2, that looks fine, reasonable target. Also 2.5 probably, all reasonable. Anyways, I set 1 at 1 to 2. Sell, you click here, and then I put on 2 positions. One, I risk 2% on every trade, and I take this other one with the idea of maybe going for the oops, wrong way. That would suck. The idea of maybe going for the 1 to 3 if it really starts crashing. Looks like I might have to cancel my order and reset it anyways. Why is that saying? That's not right. Oh, I just got one of my accounts back from the funded trader, the infamous funded trader. 50K account, so I just manually copy my orders from here, so I better do that. Okay, so I'm risking, and I do, since it's half the account, I do half just one of these positions, so 9.75 lots. I take my number here, it's for the stop loss, and my number here, take profit. But it looks like I might need to reset my order. So I keep chasing it down. I enter at the 50. Sometimes if it really comes down hard, it'll only come back to 38.2, which is fine. I don't care. It doesn't go to the 50, I don't get in. Sometimes it goes up to the 61.8, but I like the 50. I'm going to catch those ones that are going to the 61.8. Obviously, I'll be in drawdown. Not the funnest thing, but it is what it is, as they say. Okay, looks like what's going to happen here? That's just a wick. I'll leave my order set as is and throw this other one on. Looks like it. Before I take a note here, that's 138,476,476 stop loss and 9.75 lots. Let's say in TP 1.37. Transfer that over to my other account. Place that order. Here we go. They're both placed now. Let's see if we catch it. Now, if this starts kind of comes up, comes down, comes up, I'm out. I'm not going to take it. Really want to see it come straight in, fill that. Why is that, you ask? If it does this, it starts building support, it can come right back into here. It's kind of like a rubber band. If it pulls back, boom, it's going to snap down. I'm not crazy about this. We didn't break it. It's kind of a level of support. We are in an uptrend, although extended, and there was bullish news. So I am thinking about these things. Also, to be honest, something is saying no. My gut is saying no. I'm taking it off. We'll come back. I'll let you know if I was right to take it off. This is a fine setup. I could take the loss, no problem. Okay, we took out this low. Very interesting. Sometimes you'll see a little bit more of a pullback, then down. Definitely, I like to see that. Now our entry at the 50 is below this zone. Kind of, this could be argued that it goes there. Oh, she's still going down. USD CAD I've traded for so long. My new favorite though is GU. Really love that there. Still going. Still going. If it comes down too far, sometimes if I'm lower on the move, I'll avoid it because it kind of springboards up. But we know this is extended and at resistance on the higher time frames. Yeah, this may not come back now. Sometimes I'll jump into the 5 minute. Ooh, that's looking good. That hard down, taking up all these lows. There's nothing else really other than this, but that's low on the move. So I was talking about where it's really coming down. I mean, actually is coming down. It's just, oh, that could have been the no. It ain't coming back. Now, had it come back from here when I was set up, tagged my 50, and just come down like that, those days, those are glorious trades. Then you have to start looking at your risk reward, the likelihood that it will go 1 to 2. At this point, I could probably put my stop above this. Like basically, if it's gonna get that high, she's coming this high. So that can give me a little better, a lower target. You know what I mean? Like if so then all of a sudden I only have to hit there for 2R. And if it comes all the way up to this point here, stop loss, it's gonna go all the way and take me out up here. Okay, we're coming back now. Let's go. Okay, quick update. I took my orders off. Fine, set up. I would have been filled here. Can't explain it. Something says no. This trade's not for me. Painful because now look, wicked. This starts coming down. Oh God. But I need to listen to that inner voice. So it is what it is. Even if it goes to TP, would have been a banger. Way more times than not, that voice is right. Way more times. The yes, the no. I even thought, oh, I'll put it at the 618. Looks like actually it's going to hit it. Not for me. This trade here on July 25th, 2024. Absolutely perfect setup. For some reason, it's a no. Okay. Peace. I'll update tomorrow. Good morning. Okay, here's the update. It's now July 27th, 2024. Back to take a look at this trade I avoided. Perfect setup, absolutely smash down here, break, comes back and tests the 50. And something said no. So here we go. We went all the way down. Would have been an entry here at the 50. Little tiny bit of drawdown. Starts going in my favor. Goes strong in my favor. We would have hit 1.4R and then watch what happens. Here we go. Back up, back to break even. Range is down. Range is down. And boom, straight up to stop loss. I can't explain it, but there you have it, folks. Gut said no. No trade. Avoided an L. Now for the weekly update. Fine week. Missed that loss, but I did miss this win. I was sitting here at 8:20, so this is a little outside of my trading hours. My in-laws had slept over. It was my son's birthday, and I hesitated on this. I actually had a yes. I had the order set, and I took them off. I would have to endure a little drawdown, and then boom, fucking boom, straight down to Valhalla. What would that have been? Let's take a look. So it's good for me to process that disappointment. Sit with it, not trade because of it, realize I missed one, know there'll be another one, and that's life. So we go all the way. There would be the entry, draw down through there, smashes down, easy, 1 to 2. Well, yeah, she just keeps going. So again, easy 1 to 3. You ha I have to trust that voice. I think my hesitation was because we're coming off this low. Often for the AAA setup, I'll see a failed backside trade. So I call this the backside because you have this lower high. Don't ask me why, it's just the name I gave it. So we're coming off this down trend. Quite often this first move up will fail backside, and then we'll get in the next few days up here a perfect setup. So that was in the back of my mind. Hadn't slept great. Slept outside with the boys. It is what it is. No trades this week. Still at break even. Feeling fine now about this one. Let it go. Process the disappointment. Would have been a good one. Anyways, that's it. Peace. And I'll check you next time. Hope all is well.